Joined here in men's basketball, head coach Mike Dunlap, Christopher Speller, Mason Honeyman. Coach, you guys had another terrific week here at home last week, taking on two South Dakota schools, coming home with 2 wins. Kind of talk about how that feeling was.
Well, we're gaining momentum for sure, and sometimes the game gets ugly, and sometimes it's a little bit better than that. But the defense has been very consistent, guided us through some situations where, as you can see, the offense left us. But we're sturdy and robust on the defensive end, and also is the other thing that's saving us is offensive rebounding. We're now leading the league. We climbed that ladder, and with that, I think our guys are shooting the ball with more confidence, albeit that we were 20% from the three last game. But overall, we've been on the uptick there.
And then I have to mention, you guys clinched a berth into the RMAC tournament.
Yeah.
Kind of what is that? Just talk about that feeling, though. I mean, first-year head coach, brand new team. Talk about the progression that has really came to this point and kind of having that notch under your belt as well.
Well, players first. You got to have the players and the connection between them. The audience is seeing from spot in the RMAC 0-4 to being last of 15 teams, and now we've positioned ourselves to be competitive. I'll just leave it there without crazy expectations. But I would say that there are 2 calling cards for us. The pass, we share the ball. 4 or 5 games, we've been in double figures with 5 guys. So there's a balance there. And then with the evolution of Yak, kind of controlling the paint from a defensive perspective has been phenomenal. And then I think that Chris and both Mason is somebody who reads the errant pass very well out of traps, and that's a gift of his that he came to us with. And then Chris is the best defender, in my opinion, or top 3 if somebody wants to argue it, defender in the league. And I think he's wearing that jacket now where he's looking to take the best player. We're playing a lot more man than we did early. And I think that with these 2 guys, we're starting to evolve in a special way.
Chris mentioned on that evolvement. I mean, you guys went from a slow start at the beginning of the year to now you're one of the hottest teams in the RMAC, and you clinched a spot in the tournament. Kind of talk about how the team's growth has gone throughout the year, especially in your senior season. Now, you've been a part of a few different teams the past few years with completely different identities compared to this one.
I feel like, our connection off the court is just extreme, and we always hang out with each other, whether that's through in the CAF or even like in the arcade. So we're just always hanging out with each other, and we built a real strong connection and team chemistry, and it just leads to being on the court. So it really helps.
And you, Mason, first year on a team that's become such a phenomenal team throughout the year. Kind of what has it been like for you to join a new squad coming from Australia, and now you're at this spot in the season, and moving up into the tournament coming up in a couple of weeks?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been really easy, and that's all credit to all the boys and just really being a brotherhood off the court. And I think now finally later in the season we're seeing that translate onto the court with the coaching staff and all the boys. It's been really easy to make this transition across the world.
Let's say you've been here for a long time, and you're the guy who remembers the growing pains you guys went through as freshmen, and you kind of stay here. It's the unknown. How quick? It seemed like it was almost immediate that you guys got that chemistry. Was it a little surprising that everything came together like it did?
Just like I said, our chemistry is unbelievable. And then I feel like our hard work on the court, we do 2-a-days, 3-a-days. We're just real consistent on our hard work, so individual work as well. So that really helps, and then it just shows how, as a team, we keep digging forward and keep giving you guys our best effort. So,
going into the final home game that you know of, you could still be here next week. But what is it looking back? You've gone through the COVID year, you've gone through all kinds of changes. Have you kind of taken a look back and going, I grew up?
Most definitely. It's been a journey. I definitely did grow up here, just cherishing every moment, building relationships with different people. I mean, people from across the world, Australia. It's been an amazing journey, and then all I could do is just look back at it and see how far I came and just appreciate every moment. I mean, especially going into this last game, cherish every moment on that court, give it my all, and just continue to move forward.
Coach, is there a moment in the season where you start thinking they're getting it and, the light bulb moment happened?
It's a blockchain reaction in that we had so many one-possession games, either on the defensive side where we needed to stop to win the game, or we had to score a bucket. Example given, Black Hills State, there was no way with 1:30 to go, down 9, and we thought that we could get that done conceivably. They foul with 8.3 seconds to go. Our best free throw shooter in Ty. He makes those 3. We get it to overtime. And we come out of there with a victory, and we looked at each other. And I think that was a galvanizing moment with all the one-possession games, but that one really, really stands out. And then to get into the double overtime game with Metro State and come out of there with our scalps was pretty special, to even get it to that point. I just think that those things are factual. And so we don't have to make up any kind of an emotional kind of statement about this team. They're gritty. We kind of figure out a way to win. And so I would say, back to your question, the Black Hills State game really kind of let the fellows know that we could do something extraordinary.
Yeah, and Mason, kind of going off that, all the close games you guys won on that 3-4 week span, the confidence level, it's like, we can be down, we're okay. Did that kind of help everybody settle into roles and know that somebody's got our back?
Yeah, I think so. I think those games in the beginning just showed us that how close we are off the court, all the work we put in, we stay together and we never give up. I think that's something we really see in our team, and we want to keep doing that. I think, just getting those wins on the board and showing that we can close out close games gave us with a lot of confidence moving forward in the season.
Yeah, and you've kind of perfected your little floater in the lane, or at least you're working to perfect it. But but it's one of those things where you're kind of making the defense back up a little bit, and then does it help open up the outside a little bit? They've got to be a little more honest with you.
Yeah, I think coach has been doing a great job working with me on that floater and just making sure I can master that and have that in my game. And I know Chris is starting to work on it too. His is getting there, almost better than mine. But that definitely helps opening up the outside game a bit and just working with confidence and getting reps in. Yeah.
You talked about the relationships you've built, so kind of a two-parter along that lines. One, you made some friends. Is there an Australian trip in the future for you to see those guys?
Yeah, we were just talking about it today. Actually, I got to come out there and visit. I got to show you their culture and just how they do things out there. So it'll definitely be a fun trip to go out there and see.
And second part, your dad gonna do the PA for your final game. And is that kind of something that's crossed your mind of hey, that's pretty special guy that does NBA games, and you've listened to him so many times in your career, doing it one last time for you?
Yeah, I mean, that's news to me. I didn't know.
Sorry if Oops. No one told me that.
Nah, but he did it for me my high school senior year. So just hearing his voice out there, I mean, I get used to it eventually, but it's just a blessing to have him announce me. So it'll be fun.
You had your brother do one. You got to have your dad do one.
That is true.
Coach, you have 2 more games of the regular season now with 2 familiar opponents. You guys have a chance to almost be able to host a home game next week with a couple of wins. Is there any extra pressure going into this week, or is it just finish out the season strong and see where we end up?
No. What really helps us in the substance of that answer, no, is that we've come screaming down the backstretch and just climbing the ladder. And we've done a good job, the players have, of staying away from that kind of chatter. No pregame talk about half-twos or one-twos. It's more just about all the work they've done and pointing to micro goals. And so I I don't think the players feel that. I certainly don't feel that, but it's something that it would be nice for, in particular, Chris, and it would be nice for our fans and everybody at this school. And so we want the best for the school, and we want that for our players. But whatever the cards give us, we're going to go, and we're going to have a hot go. And if it's here, we do the same thing.
All right. Question of the week is going to be rapid fire this time. We're going to go round by round. The first one is sweet or salty?
Salty.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Hot or cold?
Hot.
Hot. Yeah, hot.
That's Australia right there.
Yeah.
Cup or cone?
What's that?
Like with ice cream?
Oh, cone.
I'm a cup.
Yeah, cup.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Dark chocolate.
Chocolate.
And then last one, cat or dog?
Dog.
Dog.
Yeah, dog for sure.
All right, perfect. Thank you guys. Good luck this week.
One last thing that I just want to swing back over to Chris. I doubt I'll ever coach somebody that has better manners or is more of a team guy. And so that's a tribute to the previous staff, but down deep, it's to his father, mother, and his lineage of that, to come in here and be as class as he has and adopt all of us, because he's that guy. As a fifth-year senior has been incredible. So my opportunity to give him a pop, because he's certainly heard enough criticism.
All right. Perfect. Thank you.
Thanks.